What's up, Obies NHL? We're back. I know it's been quite a while since the streams have not been going. Oh my gosh, come on. But here we go. Just get this last thing going here. First game of the day first game of the night, excuse me, will be the Capitals and the Devils game one. Unfortunately, could not finish that game last time I played because my power went out last time. Finally. Don't disturb. Okay. Alright, the Capitals and the Devils to start this off. Alright, hopefully nothing will cut out this time. Been trying to catch up with these streams on YouTube, which it has not been going well. Oh man. Alright. 1 second. Alright, here we go. Game one, second round, Capitals and the Devils. Then it goes all the way back to Utah and Winnipeg for the game twos. Let's go. Welcome everyone to Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. as the Capitals and the Devils in the Metropolitan second round matchup. They're underway in their first game of the second round series. Timo Meier will bring it up for the Devils. We'll bang it around. Carlson, Chychrun, Alexei Protas. Lost control of the puck there. Good job there by Jack Hughes on the back check. And here's Meier trying to center that. And Pesce will try a shot. Tipped off the post. And Lindgren lost sight of it. But the puck comes back to the point. Luciu shoots it. Saved by Lindgren through the screen of Timo Meier. And the Devils have the first shot of this first game. Ovechkin with the first big hit there to bring the energy into the crowd. Dubois and Hischier. Mercer. Here's Hughes, will send it over. And here's a shot. That one, I think, was kind of fanned on and it deflects over top of the net. Trying to send it over. Dubois will fire it out. Oh, he scores! Off the glove and in! Dubois with his second on the postseason has made it 1-0 Capitals just 4 minutes and 10 seconds into game one. That's an unfortunate balance there for Jacob Markstrom. I think it's going to hit the stick here, I believe. Oh no, excuse me, hits the top of the wrist of Markstrom, goes up, and then Markstrom
knows it's behind him, so he's gonna knock it into his own net. Not a good start for the Devils netminder.
That's the first shot of the game for the Capitals, and it becomes a goal. And going back to the first round, the Devils defeated the Carolina Hurricanes in 6 games in their first round series. The Capitals took down the Rangers in 7 after taking I think it was a triple overtime game 7 between the Rangers and the Capitals. Palat shoots it, blocked by Faravari. Palat in the corner. Trying to pass it, but that was intercepted. Here comes Wilson, trying to get it over. Good interception by Hamilton. Erik Haula. Hamilton. Here's Palat. Down low to Hamilton. Wants to switch spots, but Dillon is there. Dillon will fire, and that's hit in a bunch of traffic. And back come the Capitals as Faravari's with them. Mike Skarbasa can't get around the New Jersey defenseman. Up it goes to Stefan Nason. Trying to dodge that hit, but Faravari was right there. And here's a shot. Good shot there by Verana, and Markstrom the save. Here's Jack Hughes. Nice move that takes a big hit there from Rasmus Sandin. Back on the Capitals. Mangiapane, 2-on-3. And here's Van Riemsdyk. That was stopped by Markstrom, or it was either blocked instead. And Hughes missing that, and it goes back into the end of the Capitals' end. Sandino with it. Alexei Protas. Collected by Pesce, gets it to Luke Hughes. Timo Meier. Ascend it, nice pass, almost connected. As he was right there in the passing lane. Strome will try a shot, but great stick by Brent Pesce.
Great stick there defensively by Brent Pesce, is making it unable for him to get a shot through.
And Pesce tries a shot that hits his own man on the shot. And getting it, and a shot, and it goes over top of the net. It breaks the pane of glass in the corner. Well, in the end boards, actually. Under 5:50 to go in the first. And Pesce just kind of lost control of that puck. Taylor Radish. And it's Hughes. He'll spin around. Brent Pesce distracts 2 of the Capitals up behind. Here's Paul Cotter. Cotter will shoot it toward the net. That was tipped in front by McDermott. And a good save there for Charlie Lindgren.
It's a low shot period. There's been great battles.
And Chychrun trying to send it over. Broken up by Nemec. Mercer will wait it. He'll wait. Sending it across. Dillon firing block. Rebound! And good look for Nico Hischier. But Lindgren was already there before the shot came.
Yeah, if you want to beat the goaltender, you're going to have to be really quick with your shots and your plays. And there's an example of it there. Lindgren is a fast goaltender post to post. You're going to have to be faster than that to beat this guy.
And taken away by Faravari there in the end boards as he was trying to get a pass. McMichael Dubois. Dubois trying to center it, broken up by Dillon. A good play there. McMichael around the end board, sending it for a great save. Markstrom. Dubois was right on the doorstep with Dawson Mercer trying to block the opportunity. Yo, YouTube Broski, what's good, man? How we doing tonight, chat? How we doing? Erik Haula and Mike Skarbasa. Won by Erik Haula. Jonas Siegenthaler gets it to Andre Palat. Palat will come in. And getting a one-timer blocked by McElrath. And that ends the first period. It is a 1-0 Capitals lead after this goal by Pierre-Luc Dubois. And as you can see, hits off the goaltender and goes into the net.
And for the stats after that first period, 20 minutes so far down, 3-3 even shots for these teams. Not really a high shot period. We usually see high shot periods between these two teams. We've seen a lot of teams that get a lot of shots after the first 20 minutes. The hits, though, are incredible, of 16-5 in favor of the Capitals. The time on attack, pretty good for the Devils on 4 minutes and 2 seconds, where the Capitals had the puck less in that first period, as they gave it up too many times. With as they have a 1 minute and 36 time on attack. The passing percentages, both teams doing well, but New Jersey in the commanding lead on that with a 82.6%. The Capitals 81.3%. And out of the 6 faceoffs taken, it's a 5-1 New Jersey lead in the wins. Let's get to the second period for this first game of this Metropolitan Series.
All right, let's get to it. I'm blessed you. I'm good. Here we go, second period, Strome and Hughes. And it's won by Strome. Carlson will dump it in. Meyer. Here's Hughes as he gets knocked down. Meyer trying to spring out Pesce. He doesn't have a lot of room to shoot. Walks into that was Luke Hughes. That was blocked. And trying to shoot it through traffic. Save. Rebound on the goal line. Where's the puck? It stayed out. Oh, man. That would have tied the game up right there. Oh, here's a Jack Hughes as he got the puck, then lost control of it. And in the corner now, Hughes again to his brother Jack, broken up here. Here's Carlson trying to send out Alexei Protas, who's stopped by Markstrom off the right pad. Here's Timo Meyer trying to spring out Jasper Bratt. He shoots a save, and the rebound sits there for a second, and Carlson clears it away, puts it behind the net, and McMichael takes advantage of the possession. Mercer on this entry into the zone for the Devils. And getting a shot, good save by Lindgren on a cross pass. And he'll hold for the whistle. We are already 5:47 into this middle frame. Here's Dubois and Hischier. Caught by the Capitals on that face-off win. McMichael sends it back to Wilson, and he'll dump it in. McMichael trying to send it off to Wilson. That hits the end. That hits the back of the net mesh. And Tatar, and we'll get it to Mercer. Mercer has some speed here. He shoots it, and a save by Lindgren. Did not even have a chance to think probably of what he was trying to do there, as he was just going for a wrist shot.
I don't think he really thought of much to try to do to deke out the goaltender.
Here's a shot by Faravari that goes into the corner. And that's all the way down the ice, and icing on the Devils. So far, the record's there. Markstrom is 4-3, and Lindgren is 4-2. And there's a shot. Good stop there for Markstrom. Trying to go in front. Good stop there. Capitals moving this puck around pretty quickly. And trying to get it in front, Hamilton, and he gets knocked down in front of his own crease. Sorry, excuse me, in front of his own net. And Hischier will come in. Nico Hischier around the net. We are now on the 10th of minute mark of this second period. Mason will shoot it, and that one blocked in traffic. Sandin is with it. Open man and gets it to Mangiapane. Fakes it, going around the net. Mangiapane, one-timer. Van Riemsdyk, his stick breaks in the process. Here's Brendan Dillon. He'll wait it. McDermott will shoot that. That was blocked in multiple traffic in front of that net. And here's a shot, Markstrom the save, and we'll get it to Nemec, never mind, as the grade 8 takes over. Shot, scores! Oh, what a turnover! Dylan Strome, as the turnover caused by Jacob Markstrom as he played it.
Yeah, he really thought Nemec was going to make that play to get his pass, but Ovechkin is right on task to get that pass to Dylan Strome. Waste no time to get a shot on goal.
And Sheldon Keefe is not going to be happy about that play. Strome and Hughes on this draw. So 2-0 Capitals on the goal by Strome. Here's Strome with it again. Off his balance. Never mind. He stays with it, and he gets a one-timer. That kind of fanned on him. Ovechkin, Chychrun, Carlson, Chychrun, Ovechkin scores! Ovechkin! That's his third on the playoffs, and what a great way to set it up. And that is 2 on the period for the Capitals.
Oh my goodness, as we could see on that replay, there is no Devils player covering Ovechkin. Look at all the players around. Ovechkin is all alone, and Meier is not even close to covering him. He's the closest to him, but is not able to get as close to him as he can.
Here's Bratt, one-timer, and that goes out of play as it gets the blocker. Strome and Hughes. And here's a shot, that one blocked. Here's Strome with it. Trying to spring out his teammates, but the 2 Devils defensemen were there. Strome is with it. Down low, Carlson. Trying to feed Faravari, and now broken up there. McElrath's shot, that was tipped. Ovechkin with a big hit on Luke Hughes. And getting a one-timer, good save by Markstrom there. And here's Hughes with it. Centering pass, Bratt, and he's not able to hold that. Here's Siegenthaler, good save made there by Charlie Lindgren. And Siegenthaler, shot blocked by Nick Down. Good dive attempt there to block that. 2 seconds and one last shot, but does not go anywhere near the net on that shot. And that is it for the second period. It is a 3-0 lead for the Capitals on this goal from the grade 8, the captain, Alex Ovechkin.
pretty good pressure by both sides in that period. And the shots after that second period, 10-6 in favor of the Capitals. Total shots after that combined to 40 minutes, 13-9 in favor of the Capitals. The hits kind of intense of 28-13 in favor of the Capitals. The Devils lead the time on attack with 7 minutes and 14 seconds. The Capitals on 5 minutes and 2 seconds. The passing percentage is 82.1% for the Capitals, 79% for the Devils, as they went down a couple of percentage after that second period. And after the 12 face-offs taken, the Devils are still in the face-off win lead, 8-4. No penalties so far here in the first game of this series. Third period here we go.
All right, thank you, Ray. And here we go for the third. The game twos start after this one, as we will head to Utah for the second game of the Winnipeg and HC series. Meier. Here's Hughes. They wait it. Trying to set it in front. Oh, what a look. Oh, that was there. And Alexei Protas will try to come in. He'll stop. Go around and shot. Oh, he scores! What a bullet! Jacob Chychrun. That is his first goal on the playoffs. 2:30 into the third. And the Capitals are up 4-0.
And again, just like the last goal from Alex Ovechkin, no one is covering their guy, and that is what happened there. And got to see the reaction from Sheldon Keefe, as he is not happy about who his team is playing at right now.
Here's Brent Pesce. Meier. Here's Hughes. And here's a shot that gets deflected. It goes over top of the net. Here's Meier. Trying to center it. Great save by Lindgren. In front there was Jack Hughes looking for the first goal of the game for New Jersey. And a stop there in the corner. Ovechkin is on it. One-timer. What a stop by Markstrom. Unbelievable. And it is not icing as it returns into the Washington zone. Ovechkin to McMichael. McMichael will center it, and a save by Markstrom there off of McElrath.
Gotta get a replay of this big kill right here by Jonas Siegenthaler on Connor McMichael. It would have been called boarding probably, but refs say it was a good hit.
Tatar will wait it. And shot stopped by Lindgren, collected by the Capitals. And here's McElrath, good shot, stop there. And trying to pass it across, but that didn't work. And that pass will go all the way down and icing on the Devils. 12:19 to play in this last period of regulation, as the Capitals are up 4-0. Siegenthaler, Tatar, Tatar will shoot it. Lindgren tracks that well and makes the save, but plays it. Mangiapane. And getting it. Oh, great look to Verana, but it was intercepted.
A great look by Eric Halla on that interception pass. That was a great interception at a great time.
Eric Halla and Mark Skarbasa. Here's Brandon Dillon. Here's Mangiapane, Skarbasa, Mangiapane, Van Riemsdyk against the backboards off at the right pad of, the left pad of Markstrom. Stefan Mason, nice move, but does not make it work for a play. Mike Skarbasa again, down behind the net. Great battle in the end boards there. Skarbasa against two of the Devils players. And here's a shot, blocked. And here comes Stefan Mason. He's in all alone. And cannot get a good shot off as right behind him was Jacob Chychrun. Ovechkin, Strome, Ascendant, Protas. And that is knocked off his stick. Here's Timo Meier. And try to make a move. A Devils trying to go a little fancy there, but they end up losing the puck out because of that. And here's a shot blocked. Chychrun. And one-timer tip wide. Good stick there by Lindgren. And Meier did not know it was going to go back the other way. And here is Jacob Chychrun against three of the Devils. Takes a couple of dekes. McMichael, what a stop by Markstrom. In all alone, and he's robbed by the New Jersey goaltender.
That was a great look by Connor McMichael as he goes really quick down the slot and gets a great opportunity.
McMichael. Here's Wilson. Dubois. Getting it over, and a backhand just wide of the net, and Wilson gets taken down behind the net. The center in front, and that was blocked by the skate of Pesce as it was right in front of the net. Carlson shot. Oh, what a block there by Hischier. Carlson through traffic and off the post. The Capitals are just dominating this offensive pressure.
They have shown that they are the amazing team in this first game of the series. They have dominated every part of it.
And here's Brent Pesce. Won't shoot the puck. He'll wait. Get to the outside. Mercer will try a shot. Kicked out there by Charlie Lindgren. Faravari behind the net. Wilson. And that's off the outside of the cage. Hamilton, 20 seconds left. Devils looking for a goal to cut this shutout for Charlie Lindgren. Looking for it here, and Lindgren makes a great save with the glove to stop Dougie Hamilton on the one-timer from the point.
A great look there for Hamilton. He's all alone. Gets a good shot, but Lindgren is in track of that completely.
Siegenthaler, block shot. Taylor Raddysh gets it down. 5 seconds. Brandon Duhaime to end it, and a stop. But that's not going to matter. The Capitals shut out the Devils in the opening game of this Metropolitan Series. And the Capitals have taken a 1-0 series lead and are 3 wins away from the Eastern Conference Final.
We're going to get your hopes up because there's still a lot of games to go. And that is the end of the game one for each team in these playoffs right now in round two.
Oh, a great battle between these two teams. Cannot wait to get the game twos going, as it will be Utah and Winnipeg first. Then it will be Seattle and Vegas, then Florida and Tampa. The Battle of Florida. All right, we will see you for game two. All right. Utah was the home team, yeah. All right. Seems like we got the 3 stars, I think. I guess so. All right. Utah and Winnipeg. Winnipeg leads this series. All right, the game twos. Utah has been amazing. Connor Ingram is going to stay in net for this series. Then, however the gameplay goes, then Vejmelka will go back in net because he's been the best goaltender for Utah. All right, let's go.
Welcome to game 2 here in Salt Lake City in the Delta Center as the Utah Hockey Club and the Winnipeg Jets played their second game of their second round series. The Winnipeg Jets took game 1 of this best of 7. Let's see if Utah can respond to bring it back to Winnipeg for game 3. Kyle Connor will take it. Here's a shot. There, that was blocked. Jersey. And lost the puck. Gabe Velarde on it. Here's Morrissey's shot. That's deflected. Mikhail Sergachev. And here's Clayton Keller. Backhand pass to Sean Dursey as he's up. To the pass. Nick Schmaltz, a good shot and a save by Connor Hellebuyck. Kyle Connor now catching up, and look at Alexander Ovechkin, first place at 59 hits on this postseason. That is incredible for the captain of the Washington Capitals. And Connor trying to send it in front to Colvray, and that was out of her reach. And that was going to Morrissey. Not intentional, I don't think so. Morrissey shoots it, and that goes into the corner. DeMello, Connor, centering pass. Scheifele shoots in. Connor Ingram making the save there on that point shot. Scheifele and Cooley to the left of Connor Ingram. Going around, going in front. What a great passing play there as Scheifele came that close to getting the Jets on the board first. The Jets scored the first goal of game 1 of this series. And getting it to Pionk, that was a block, and Marino's on it. Dylan Gunther
will center it. Here's a shot. Great save made there by Connor Hellebuyck as it went off his mask as he fought that off. Nick Bjugstad, open man. Kraus fires and a save made by Connor Hellebuyck. And he hangs on. Namestnikov and Bjugstad, and it's caught by Neil Pionk. Niederreiter. Mason Appleton. Pionk. We'll get a one-timer. Good movement. Stopped by Connor Ingram. And Kesselring on the take. And he takes the sacrifice hit there to get it up ice. Utah on the attack. McBain fires and hits his own man. Ian Cole with that shot. It's a shot stop and the rebound pops out to Vladislav Namestnikov. Nice move going in, and that would have been a highlight reel goal as Mason Appleton close to opening the scoring in game 2. Here's Lowry on the draw, wins it. Here's Morrissey, tipped! Looked like it was tipped, and Ingram will close the door with that save. Lowry and Schmaltz. And a tip in front, and Sergachev. Here's Dursey. Schmaltz will go around and pinned off there by Morrissey. Clayton Keller, the dangerous Keller, good pass there to Schmaltz. Sergachev will fire it, and that one blocked. Matias Machelli, and the puck goes around the boards for Winnipeg to take over. Here is Alex Iafallo. And that pass, I think it hit off a skate. And here's Nick Schmaltz. He's going in, and a save made there by Hellebuyck. And here's Dursey, a shot. Hits Schmaltz on the shot. And here's Gabe Velarde. He'll wait, he'll shoot it. Blocked by Mikhail Sergachev. He is really good at getting in those shooting lanes. Exactly, and he's the reason why his team is not giving up a goal. That one blocked off a skate and into the end boards. Kevin Stenlund, former Winnipeg Jet, over here. And here's Kesselring, good shot, save Hellebuyck, and hanging on to that. Mark Scheifele and Logan Cooley on this face-off, and won by the Jets, and here they come with some speed. Mark Scheifele sending it over, somehow gets to Colin Miller. Here comes Kraus. Lawson Kraus does not have enough room, and trying to get it over. Here's a shot, and that's deflected off the stick of Hellebuyck and into the end boards. That blocked by Cole Perfetti on the shot. And we'll get it. Scheifele will shoot, and they score! And for the second straight game, the Winnipeg Jets strike first. As Mark Scheifele picks that glove side. Yeah, and look at how far out of the net that Ingram is. And you could tell he almost gets back, and he would have had that too. A great look at that save there. Excuse me, a great look at the shot there. And that one just misses Ingram's glove. I know for a fact he would like to have that one back. Kerfoot. McBain will center it. Ian Cole, a good shot, saved by Hellebuyck. And Mark Scheifele's on it. He'll go around with it. Kesselring trying to take care of Ehlers on the take. Here's a shot that goes just wide. And out of the zone it comes, Dylan Sandberg. And he'll dump it back into the Utah zone. That is going to do it for the opening period. The Winnipeg Jets open the scoring. On the goal here by Mark Scheifele late in that period. All right, in the shots after that first period, 8-7 in favor of Utah. Hits are 9-7 in favor of Winnipeg. Time on attack, the Winnipeg Jets on 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Utah on 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Passing percentages going a little well for these two teams so far. After the first 20 minutes of 82.4% for Utah, 77.4 for the Jets, which is okay to start the game off. And the face-off wins 7-1 out of the 8 face-offs taken. All right, Obi, thank you very much for that speech. And here we go for the second period. Schmaltz and Couvray, won by Couvray, and here's Connor. And Velarde, DeMello, I don't think he expected that to come back. Morrissey, a little slow to get there. And Kyle Connor will make a move going in front to Gabe Velarde, and that one was taken away. Trying to get that through, that one was blocked. Trying to get it to the point. Velarde firing, and that's wide. DeMello tried to get it to the net there, and that one was kind of fanned on. Keller broken up by Morrissey as the hit on Clayton Keller makes it happen. Couvray, nice move, and Sergachev comes up with the puck. Couvray will swing that puck around, and that one blocked. Blocked on the pass by Ehlers. Perfetti. And here's a shot by Sandberg. That was deflected. Stop there from Connor Ingram. Good hit there by Ehlers. Man, makes a diving pass attempt and gets it to his teammate. And Neil Pionk is going to come in. And get it. Here's Sandberg. Block shot there. Perfetti. Appleton shot. Good shot. And that's into the sideboards. I thought it was going to be out of play for a second. Here's Logan Cooley. He's going to come in quick. Nice skating speed. He'll shoot it, and that one blocked by Colin Miller in the crease. And Nino Niederreiter's on it. And getting it in front. Great pass to Namestnikov stop. And the rebound he did, I don't think he expected that to come back to him. And Marino on this little breakout here. But Miller will take it back as he was trying to dump it around the boards for a play. And Bjugstad on him, and here they come. Jack McBain, a good shot, saved by Hellebuyck. First shot on Hellebuyck in the last few minutes. And getting it, here's Namestnikov, and that one I think was tipped by Appleton, a good look there. Here's Niederreiter. Namestnikov, and Appleton's shot blocked away by Ingram into the sideboards. Lowry a shot, blocked in traffic. And here's Lowry's shot, and they score! And it is Adam Lowry with his second of these playoffs. And it's 2-0 all Winnipeg on an even strength goal. Yeah, and great puck movement on that play by the Winnipeg Jets. And look at Connor, look at Ingram. Kesselring was right in front of his goaltender, and Ingram was looking around to the left of Kesselring, and that's when the shot comes in, and it beats him on the blocker side. Here we go, and Kesselring gets this, and he'll dump it in. Gabe Vilardi, and that hits the outside of the goal. Kyle Connor, look at the speed. And getting it, and Colvary missed the net, and then Connor knocks it out of midair, and still couldn't get it. Oh, Colvary with a wide open net to try and make it 3-0. And Hellebuyck a save there off Barrett Hayden, trying to look for the first goal for Utah on this game. Schmaltz and Colvary. And here's a shot gloved by Hellebuyck. He's not going to hang on, he'll play it with no one around. Here comes Gabe Vilardi. He'll slow down, get it into the corner. Sergachev, and here is Nick Schmaltz. Up the ice, will get it. Durzi, a shot, kicked out by Hellebuyck. That's it to him. Back around the other side. There's a shot, and gets to Hellebuyck. He makes a glove save on Michelli. I like the way that Utah is playing, but they need to get more offensive pressure. There's the records for these two goaltenders. Connor Hellebuyck is 5-1, and Ingram is only 2-1. Here's Gunther, a wonderful look and save by Connor Hellebuyck. And a great play there, and here come the Jets on another 2-on-1. Barron will get it across, and Iafallo through the crease, I believe. He was that close. Shot by Pionk from the top of the circle. Stopped by Connor Ingram through a little maze of a screen there. I like that this game is a physical between these two great teams. Marino, O'Brien, Hayden will back away a little bit, but Colin Miller on the take. And Mark Scheifele, that one blocked. O'Brien, here's John Marino, picked off here by Colin Miller. He'll dump it into the zone. And getting a one-timer. That one was blocked. Trying to wait to get it to the net. He does, and that's stopped by Connor Ingram. That will do it for the second period, as Utah cannot score still yet. Not just yet, as the Jets put up a 2-0 lead after that full 40 minutes played so far. In the shots after that second period are 7-6 Winnipeg. Even shots now total 14-14. Hits are 25-18 in favor of the Jets. Time on attack set almost 8 minutes for the Jets with 7:50. Just over 4.5 minutes for the Utah HC. Passing percentages 80.2% for the Jets, 76.6% for Utah. And the Jets still have the face-off lead by 3. As out of all the 13 face-offs combined. All right, and here we go for the period here. Culveray and Schmaltz. Here's Michelli around. Will take it and gets it to Keller, broken up. Gabe Velarde. And Culveray's going to come in. She shoots it, and a good save made there by Ingram off the blocker. And one-timer just wide there by Gabe Velarde, and Morrissey thought he could hold it in. And it's back in Winnipeg territory. DeMello picks it up in his own end boards. Will fetch it up over, and what is he doing? Here's a shot, and Ingram with the save as Sergachev had his man go by him and get a little breakaway. Culveray and Cooley. And here's Sandberg. Connor shoots, saved by Ingram, hanging on. The Jets now with 16 shots on the game now. 2 shots in this period. And Dursey gets it off the face-off. Sergachev will get it to Gunther. Gunther will wait it. Getting across, and Cooley a good shot. Save made by Hellebuyck. And here's Ehlers behind the net, and he'll reverse that pass, gets it to Sergachev. Krause up to Cooley. And here's a Cooley shot. Good look by the rookie. And here's Valimakis down. Rebound Dylan Gunther. And he cannot find the hole. And Hellebuyck is going to cover that. As Utah was that close to trying to get their first of game 2. And this hit here by Scheifele on Sergachev, it knocks the helmet right off of Sergachev. Good hockey hit, they say. And the pass to Kerfoot was not successful. Here's Perfetti. One-timer Velarde, stopped there. And McBain on it. Behind the net, Kerfoot, he's knocked down. Miller with great pressure. Great pressure by McBain, but Velarde still has the puck, tries the shot, but that was blocked by the stick. Here comes Kerfoot. He'll wait it. Trying to center it down, but Miller takes that away from him. And here's a shot. Breaks the glass behind the Utah goal. An absolute missile there on the wrister by Gabe Velarde. And trying to get in, and Velarde gets a backhand on net. That was stopped, and Connor will take it. And get it on goal. Stop, and Culveray in front of the net. Stopped there by Ingram. Missed the outside of the net with that shot. Utah can't even get it out, and now they do. Clayton Keller. And that's going to be a penalty on the Jets as Morrissey's going to head off. The first penalty, I believe, of the series. I think it's the second penalty of this series matchup between these two teams. And it's a boarding penalty they're calling on Josh Morrissey. And Utah has a chance to get within 1 with 8.5 to go in the third period. They are looking to try to even this series before going to Winnipeg for game 3. Krause. And almost lost it there. And Bustad holds the line. And that one was intercepted. And out it goes by Adam Lowry. Almost a penalty on Connor Ingram as he kind of had that puck bouncing on him. And here's a shot stop, and the rebound, they score! Logan Cooley, and Utah's on the board with his third on the playoffs. Oh, that's a big goal right there for the youngster. And it is a big power play goal to get them within a goal. And that's a very tough angle as Hellebuyck not able to get to his post in time. Could have been able to block it away, but there's just a little hole that he found to get his team on the board. Covray and Cooley. Won by Covray. And one-timer tip, and they score right back. Covray with the redirect. That is 6 on the playoffs. Unreal. The leading goal scorer on the Jets roster. Man, no, that is a great tip by Covray. Just underneath the circle, the left circle of Ingram. And that is right over top of the left shoulder of the goaltender. Just watch the shot, and right there goes over top of the shoulder. Brilliant tipped. And it knocked the water bottle off the back of the net. You can easily tell that's a great goal there when the water bottle gets popped. And here's Cooley now to Gunther. Utah now has to fight back. And Kesselring, a hard shot, and that's over top of the goal. And a one-timer, Cooley, a good chance. Good stop there for Connor Hellebuyck. Getting across and a shot, that one wide. And DeMello, and Covray's on it again. Covray will shoot it, stop there, and in the corner gave Velarde. Utah kind of out of gas here in these late stages of the third period. But they're probably not going to give up now. And getting on the backhand, good passing play there. Gunther and Ian Cole trying to connect there. And Gunther on the backhand stopped by Connor Hellebuyck. 4:19 to go. And Durzi sending it over, getting it across, and Schmaltz a shot and a stop there. And a reverse hit, and now the Jets will come back the other way. Neil Pionk. Open pass, Perfetti across the ice, and Sergachev. And lost the puck to Scheifele. Going in front, great stop by Ingram. Tic-tac-toe play, and it was denied by Connor Ingram's pad. Here's Sergachev. I'll send it over. Keller making some skate moves. One-timer that hits a body in front. It may have went through. Hit someone in front. Matias Michelli, and Covray's got it. And caught here. And it gets a shot. Save made by Ingram. 47.1 seconds left on the clock. And here's Morrissey, a blast. That one blocked. And Gunther to Kraus. Trying to speed it up, and here comes a 2-on-1. Cooley sending it and broken up. The Jets just making it look too easy for themselves with just under half a minute to go in the third. The Jets looking as they are 25 seconds away from a 2-0 series lead going to to Winnipeg. They played extremely well, and Utah has turned over so many pucks in their own end in this game. Marino. And here's a shot and a stop by Hellebuyck with 5 seconds left. The next game coming up is game 2, the Kraken and the Golden Knights, so stay tuned for that. Namestnikov at Butstad. And they're just going to hold it. And the Winnipeg Jets will head home to Winnipeg with a 2-0 series lead. And they are now 2 games away from the Western Conference Final. Well, it was a pretty good battle between these two sides. Can't wait for game 3 to see if Utah could try to bounce back or Winnipeg could just try to end it and just advance. 3-1 your final. Thank you for watching. See you in game 3. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Is that all of them? For a star. 23 saves, a point, 1 goal against average, and a .958 save percentage. It's pretty good. All right. Now it is the Kraken and the Golden Knights. All right, Vegas in the 1-0 lead in this best of 7 second round series. All right, like these playoffs are gonna go quick this week. We'll be at the Stanley Cup final in no time, just by probably mid-November or something. Just hopefully before December. Just gonna keep going with this Decord and Grubauer. All right. Welcome here to Climate Pledge Arena, and we are set for Game 2 of this Western Conference Series Pacific Division matchup. And we're underway as the Golden Knights are leading this best of 7 series 1-0 on their Game 1 win. Seattle looking to bounce back. There's checked off his stick at Everly to Vince Dunn on the far side. Jared McCann passing down deeply. He goes in front of the net and tipped wide by the captain. To Burakovsky. Rangia saved there. And trying to get it. Here's a backhand, and that looked like it was deflected on the way. And the first 2 shots for the Kraken are stopped by the Vegas netminder. A quick line change for these two teams. Just 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. There's Montour blocked by Darkness Soul. Good sacrifice there. And here's Darkness Soul with it. Pietrangelo. Hurdle. Hurdle will win it. Will send it going front. Soul with a tip in the slot, and Decord reads it perfectly and makes the save.
Stevenson and Hurdle, won by the Golden Knights. There's a shot, tipped wide there. And Holtz caught by Illi Tolvanen. Hurdle on the intercept. He'll hang on to it. Look at it. Across it. Oh, almost off a skate. It almost went off the skate of Tolvanen and into his own net. But Decord was secure with that and stuck his ground. Stevenson and Carlson. Won by the Kraken. And kind of a bad idea to get that pass there. And Stevenson cuts it off. Here's Tolvanen. And Theodore around the boards. And the Kraken hold it in. A shot hit by Larson. It was blocked. Tolvanen. Back around the net. Larson lost control because of Whitecloud in the lane. One-timer blocked by Pearson. Larson. And a shot toward the net. Stopped there by Belanger. Going back around. Theodore. Victor Olofsson. Looking for an open man. He'll reverse back. Nick Waugh. Almost gave it up. He gets it to Brandon McNabb, who wires that one, and it is blocked by Cartier. Here's a chance. Cavalcanco could not get past the big defenseman. Pavel Dorofeev centering that. Waugh at the point. Brett Howden shot off the post. Looked like it was tipped. Could not tell from the angle. And getting it. McNabb fires, scores! In off of a skate. Beniers was standing in front in Decord's crease. And it looked like it went off of him. And Brandon McNabb has his first of the playoffs to get Vegas off and running.
Yeah, it doesn't really hit off the skate of Beniers. It's gonna just hit him and deflect in. And you can see his reaction. And he's standing right next to Decord on this play. There's nothing really that Decord can do there.
Here's Riker Evans. Broken up. McNabb. Jack Eichel will shoot it. He is the points leader in the playoffs. And Jared McCann on that battle. McCann's got it. Riker Evans trying to look for a chance, and that one off of a skate and caught by Brandon McNabb. Off the skate of McCann. He'll get it. Scores! Jared McCann gets it right back. That's his fourth. And it's 1-1 here in game 2.
A great takeaway here by McCann off of the defenseman, who scored the first goal of the game for Vegas. And he wastes no time. And that is a perfect shot, right over the arm and the blocker.
Shane Wright and Jack Eichel on this draw. Won by Wright. Far across Stone. Pietrangelo. And that goes on goal. And Mark Stone's got it. And Shane Wright on the intercept. And here's Brandon Montour. Tip on goal. Good stop there. Trying to get it to the net. Dowling having a little miscontrol of that. Here's a shot. Montour scores! Did it go to Montour? Yes. As he celebrates. It went off the Vegas defenseman. And the first lead of game 2 for the Kraken. Yeah, it's going to hit off Pietrangelo as he's looking to clear the puck away. But that puck is in mid-air as it hits him. And there's nothing he can try to do, as he can try the hand-eye coordination, but he doesn't react in time. Stevenson and Hurdle. Selected by Hanifin, and he'll wire it in. Brandon Montour. And intercepted, and Darkness Soul is on it. He'll get it to Hanifin. He'll spin around. He'll go around the net, and great pressure there by Soul. He's still on it. Some great pressure there. Here's a pass broken up by Pietrangelo. And Soul is on it. Tries to dodge a hit from Beniers. He came flying right at him. And the line change for Vegas. Here's a shot off the crossbar. It looked like from Whitecloud there. Good shot. Whitecloud. Hurdle. Try to get it down low for Capocaco. That was taken away. Ty Cartier. Cartier will go in. Nice move. Capocaco is with it. Lost his balance as he's checked. Oleksiak firing a good shot. Stop there. And the net gets pushed off between the battle of, I think, McCann and Pietrangelo. Sorry, Cartier for Seattle. McCann and Carlson. Tanner Pearson in the last second. Stopped by the cord. That shot will count. But the Kraken are on top with their first lead, I believe, of the series. First lead of game 2. And the shots after that first period, 7-6 in favor of the Kraken. Hits are 11-9 in favor of the Kraken. Time on attack, 3:23 for Seattle, 3:10 for Vegas. Passing percentages, 72.2% for Seattle, 70% for Vegas. Faceoff wins 5-3 out of the 8 total taken. All right, Obi, thank you for that quick one. Second period of game 2 ready to be played. Jack Eichel and Jared McCann. And here's Mark Stone trying to send it. And Eichel, good shot, rebound. And Decor makes 2 quick stops to start off the second. Eichel and McCann. And getting it over, blocked as Everly will take it. McCann will center it. Burakovsky scores! Andre Burakovsky! He sneaks it through the Seminole on Belanger, and it's a 2-goal Seattle lead. Not sure how this was even possible here, but Burakovsky picks a good spot to bury this one. Short side, just at least get a shot on net, and it leaks through, and it's 3-1. Bruce Cassidy, not a huge reaction to his team dropping the lead. Andre Burakovsky's catching up to Alexander Ovechkin, but he's at 59. Burakovsky's only at 44. And Pietrangelo, a blast. That was blocked, and the rebound by Eichel stopped by the cord. Hanging on to that. The next game after this game 2 will be the game 2 of the Battle of Florida between the Lightning and the Panthers in Emirates Bank Arena. Florida won game 1 of that series 3-1. The score in game 1, excuse me. Eichel, a good chance, and stopped by Joey Decord. a great look. Montour still hangs on to it. Gets it to the point. McCann cut off there by Ivan Barbashev. Here he comes. Goes on the backhand. Nice move, and Oleksiak will take away the loose puck. Eeli Tolvanen. McCann will center that off the tip of the glove of Belanger. Larson. Oleksiak tip wide. And getting it and intercepted. And trying to get it. Here's a shot on the backhand. Stopped by Decord off hurdle from the circle. And there's Belanger's record there of 5-1-0. Decord is on 3-1-0. Looking for his 4th win of these playoffs. I'm not sure if Grubauer even started in one of the games in the Vancouver series.
I'm not 100% sure if I remember if he did, but usually teams stick with the same goaltender throughout the entire playoffs.
And here comes Darkness Soul. Soul's gonna move it around. Will dodge that hit at the point. Theodore, good shot, stop there. Soul will play it. And Nick Hague will win it. Carlson down low for Holtz. Trying to center it for Soul, and that was stopped. Oh, he kind of got the poke check on that. Mahora and Matty Beniers is up. Ty Cartier trying to get around and collected by Carlson. And he takes a big hit. And Montour. Beniers will back up a little bit. He'll try to come through. Cartier will wait it. Trying to send it to the net. Broken up by Pearson. And Olofsson. Nicholas Hague. McNabb will send it. Stolen a blast and stopped by Joey Decord. And now it's Montour on this take. Here's Vince Dunn. Taken away by Stone. Barbashev, Carlson. Carlson's out of gas and he'll put it around the boards. Pinned is Brandon McNabb at the point for Barbashev. Here's a shot, Pietrangelo, glove saved by Decord, and seems like both teams will get a change here maybe, or maybe not. Nope, not yet. The Eichel line is still on. And here's Burakovsky, and a stop there. Taken by Pietrangelo. He'll take it here. Getting a one-timer from a sharp angle as McCann tried to find that hole on the short side. But Belanger held the post. Eichel in right. Gonna get behind the net, trying to get it in front. That was intercepted. And a good check there. Kapari's with it. Gonna center it. Here's Oleksiak. That one was blocked. Stone, Kapari trying to get it to the point, and they do. Larson, a shot. Good stop there by Belanger. And here comes Jack Eichel. And he'll get it. Here's a shot. Good stop. Howden. Here's a shot by Dorofeev, and that one was blocked. Good passing there by Vegas. And Kapari is into Vegas territory. Schwartz, Oleksiak, blocked. Eichel. Zach Whitecloud with it in his own end. And here's a chance here. Centering it. Dorofeev, good stop. and it's still a 3-1 Kraken lead. And here's Howden trying to send it. Dorofeev, and another stop from the cord. One chance, and they score! Brad Howden with .7 on the clock. And they cut the lead to 1. Oh man, that's a very lucky goal there for Howden in the last second of the second period. Good play here by Dorofeev to keep his legs moving after his initial chance was stopped. He just kept going, and he finds Howden on the far side for the one-timer. Hurdle and Stevenson, and that's going to do it for the second period. The third period coming up. The Golden Knights get one back after that goal by Brent Howden. That is Howden's first, I believe. But anyways, all right, the shots after that second, 12 for Vegas, 7 Seattle. Total shots of 18-14 in favor of Vegas. Hits are 28 Seattle, 22 Vegas. Time on attacks are pretty close actually, just so within 9 minutes, or 11 minutes, excuse me. Time on attack, Vegas almost 7 minutes with 6:53. Seattle with 6:42. Passing percentages, 75, technically says 76% for Vegas, and 76.4% for Seattle. And face-offs tied at 8 apiece. Out of the 16 face-offs taken, let's head to the third. All right, and let's see what we got for the final period of game 2, probably, or maybe overtime. Who knows? McCann, and it's not on net. Belanger makes the save. Burakovsky was standing in front. Shot, and that was blocked, and good setup. And that one was off the pad of Belanger and right to him. And here comes Ivan Barbashev. He'll reverse himself, and Montour on the take after a little interception. Everly, the center. Here's a shot off the goalpost as it was tipped, and it's right in the crease, just probably a bit of inches from the goal line. That close for Seattle to take a 2-goal lead again. And now it's Pietrangelo who will dump it in. Good check there. Everly. Here's Brendan Montour. He went to the Stanley Cup final last season with the Florida Panthers and lost in 7 games to these Vegas Golden Knights, who are the defending champs now against them, but on a different team. And here's a shot that was stopped, and gonna go in front. Soul is with it. Gonna hold it in. White Cloud a shot and fought off there by Decor. Stone checked off the puck. McCann's got it. Good pressure there by Soul. He's still on the pressure. And Stone will bring it in. And he'll get it toward the net. Rebound, Soul in front of the net, and he could not get the rebound. And Larson's gonna come in. He'll try a shot, but Burakovsky could not get the tip on it because of the pressure of Theodore. Here's a shot, that one tipped by Larson, and Belanger will come out of his crease to cover that. 12:41 to go in the third period. Vegas is on the pressure of trying to tie this game. and will get it, and that's intercepted and taken by Tomas Hertl. Here comes Holtz, he's in, glove stopped by DeCord. He'll play it as Holtz went behind the net. And now it's Schwartz. And Stevenson just held the line. That one blocked. And Pearson doesn't have a lot of speed. He'll shoot it. Trying to tie the game there, but kind of close. Stevenson pinned against the boards and caught by Oleksiak. And here's Pearson. Shea Theodore trying to get a pass across there to Olofsson off the skate of Mahora. Mahora again. Lost the puck there. 8:15 to go in the third period. William Karlsson comes up. He'll take it. Brandon McNabb. Back to the point. He'll let it go. Stopped by DeCord. Hanging on to that. 7.5 to go in the third. As Vegas still putting on the pressure. Beniers and Waugh. Here's a shot. That one stopped by DeCord, excuse me. Trying to send it in front. That one was blocked. Get in front, and they score! Nicholas Waugh! And this game is tied at 3. That's Waugh's first on the playoffs. And it's a big one to tie game 2. Well, the puck ends up getting trapped at the side of the net here as Riker Evans fails to get the clear. And Dorothea gets it clean to Nicholas Waugh, and he is able to just put that by the goaltender. McNabb. And here's Capocaco. Here's Ty Cartier. And getting in, Mahora blocked by Waugh. Around the boards, Haig is with it. Pavel Dorofeev. Nice move. He stays with it. Oh, what a move. And Dorofeev almost had a highlight reel goal. And with speed, Shane Wright getting it. And Eichel on the interception. Behind the net, Kapari. Wright, one-timer Dowling. Stopped by Balaje. Around the net. And it's Kapari with it. Montour. Did they score? It's late in the period. And Justin Dowling, his first of the playoffs, and gives Seattle the lead back. McNabb is unable to fight off his man in front. A shot by Montour. McNabb is there, not able to take his man in time. Here we go. Won by Shane Wright. Montour to Wright again. And Montour going behind the net. Setting it. What a play! And Wright is robbed by the goaltender Balaje. 2.5 now to go. Oh, baby, what a save. Wow. And here's Dunn, centering it and a shot. Good save there. And Barbashev comes in under 1.5 minutes to go here in the third period. He'll wait it. He'll center it. One-timer, and DeCord gloves that one as we reach the final minute of the third period. Vegas is looking to empty the net. And sends it wide on that pass. Pietrangelo will send it. Here's Soli, shoots it. Good stop there. Rebound. Oh, what a stop from the cord. Unbelievable stop. And the puck is cleared down. Will there be icing? No. Vegas has to hurry up here. Holtz gets it. Darkness Soul. He's in. And he missed the net. Hurdle gets it over. Shea Theodore. That one was blocked. Trying to get it toward the net. He couldn't get it. And Soul does not let that clear. And gets it on the back end. The rebound off the outside. Getting it in front of the net. Tolvanen trying to get it. And Schwartz evacuating the zone. Will clear it into the Vegas territory. Soul, he's knocked down. Kraken trying to hold it. And they do. And the Kraken will win game 2. Big win for the Kraken in game 2 in front of their home crowd. As this series is even.
Oh my God, what a save. Unreal. Man, Daccord made a couple big saves in that final minute.
Well, thank you for watching this great battle between the Kraken and the defending champs. We will see you in game 3 in Vegas. And now the Battle of Florida, game 2 is up next. All right. Gotta get this going. All right, is that it? I think that is. What a game that was. A big win for Seattle to climb back in the series. And here we go. I will call this the last game probably of the stream. Like, oh, what time is it? It's only 8? What? Dude, I can do more games than this. Hold up. Hold on. I could do more games than this. What am I doing? Bro. Alright. Battle of Florida. Hold on, let me do something. Hold on. Alright. Here we go. Yo, Silver, what's good, man? I'm so late, my bad. Nah, you good. How's Vegas doing? They just lost game 2 against the Kraken. It's a tie series now. It was a 4-3 win for the Kraken. It was a good battle, but I gotta say, Vegas played well for most of the game. Is my honest opinion. Well, okay, just 1 second. Okay, hold on. Alright, we are good. Panthers and the Lightning game 2. All right. Oh man. All right. Florida leads this best of 7. Bobrovsky and Vanacek. Vasilevsky and Johansson. Alrighty. Battle of Florida. Game 2.
Welcome here to Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida, as Game 2 of the Battle of Florida is ready. Here we go, Point and Barkov on the center dot, and we're underway. Florida leads this series, looking to send it to Tampa Bay with a 2-0 series lead. And here's Ekblad, and a front pass, and that was intercepted. Kucherov and Braden Point will come in with it. Getting a shot and a stop by Bobrovsky. Getting a one-timer, that one misses wide. Gensel trying to go in front with it and intercepted. Retreating a little bit. And here comes Sam Reinhart. Backhand save by Vasilevsky. Forsling. Here's Ekblad. One-timer, Barkov save Vasilevsky.
Didn't mean to spam. All good. Yeah. I gotta switch that rule for the Nightbot.
Sorelli off the draw wins that. Darren Radish and Boquist on the breakup and collected again by Radish. That misses Cam Atkinson and not icing. And we'll get it. Here's Boquist. Ovi the Beast will take it. He shoots it and it almost sneaked through Vasilevsky. It would have costed the first goal of the game. And trying to get it and intercepted. Marchand. Schmidt. Beast. Will take it. Verhaeghe trying to tip it, but McDonough blocks it off his skate. Here's Brandon Hagel. And takes it. Here's a shot and a great save by Bobrovsky. Making a great save there. Here's one of the hits there. Beast on McDonough gets a great one there. Just like Paul Maurice said in last year's playoffs, to pound the defense and make sure they have no chance. Paul Maurice is a great coach, and he's looking for a great performance in these playoffs for his team. His team went to the Stanley Cup final last year against the Vegas Golden Knights. They lost in 7 games, as they lost just by a goal in Game 7. Sam Bennett, Kulikov, and I don't think he didn't shoot. Here's Sam Reinhart's shot. Stopped there by Vasilevsky. Kachuk parked in front, and save for Vasilevsky. Florida Panthers desperately want me. Point and Barkov and Kachuk. Braden Point and Victor Hedman. He'll dump it in. And Point ends up getting it. Trying to go in front. Here's Chernak. That one blocked. Hedman. He'll shoot it. And no tip in front. And comes out of the zone. Barkov looking for the pass. And that's out of his reach. And Chernak. Victor Hedman, open pass, and Ekblad will get the interception on that. Barkov to Matthew Kachuk, and off the mask of Vasilevsky or his shoulder. He fought it off pretty well there. Ekblad, Forsling, he opened the scoring in Game 1 of this series. Here comes Braden Point, shooting glove save by Bobrovsky. He really didn't have enough time, probably.
right there. Luosterainen. And getting it. Here's a shot. Tip on goal. Good redirection by Luosterainen. And here's a shot. That one just wide and missed the tip by Greer, who was getting his stick out to try and tip it. And here's Luke Glendening trying to go in. He scores! Luke Glendening! And Tampa Bay, for the first time this series, has struck first. And that is their first lead of the series. And it's a big one. Well, there's still a lot of time in this game. And that's only the second goal in the playoffs for Luke Glendening. And it's a great move as he fakes the first shot, and he's able to get around the Florida defenseman and just put that by the glove of Sergei Bobrovsky. Lightning have played well in this first period. Florida on great offense, but cannot seem to put the puck by Vasilevsky. Here's Ryan McDonough. Nice move, going around. Here's Glendening. He'll go in front, and McDonough did not miss by much. And here's Sam Bennett. Picked off, Rodriguez is in. And a stop, rebound off the outside of the net. Rodriguez with a great opportunity to try and tie this game at 1. Cirelli and Bennett. And it's won by the Lightning. Here's Nick Perbix to Anthony Cirelli. Moser, one-timer, Perbix stopped by Bobrovsky. And he hangs on for the whistle. Cirelli and Verhaeghe. And Perbix another shot. Bobrovsky handles that too. Cirelli and Verhaeghe. And Perbix will get it on this face-off. Broken up. Here's Marchand along with Beast. Beast, spin around the pass. Verhaeghe blocked. And Agaton gets a great pass. Getting it in front. And Gensels, Hagel was right in front there. Fights off the check. Nate Schmid with 5 seconds on the clock. Verhaeghe and lost control of it. Nate Schmid shoots it at the last second. And Vasilevsky will keep it a scoreless Florida score here in the first period. Luke Glendening with a big goal to give the Lightning their first lead of this best-of-7 series. And the stats here, the face-offs, the shots 8-8 that are even. Hits are 13-11 in favor of Florida. Time on attack, 251 for the Panthers, 225 for the Lightning. And the passing percentages are not good at all, with a 78.7% for the Panthers, 61.1% for Florida. Tampa Bay, excuse me. And the face-off wins are 5-3 for the Lightning out of the 8 face-offs taken in this game so far. Second period, here we go. All right, LV, thank you very much for that quick speech of the stats of that opening period. Second period now ready to begin. And Barkov wins it clean for the Panthers. And getting it around, Tkachuk will send it to Reinhart, and Vasilevsky will cover it as he was trying to look for an angle. Barkov and points. Around and Barkov pinned. And Lightning get their first possession of the second period. Here's a chance here, and Points could not get it. And he's checked. Genzel will send it around. Hedman trying to get it over, and he still has it. Hedman a one-timer blocked by Reinhart. And Chernak gets it again, and they score that time. And the official immediately will wave it off. Well, Hedman. Oh yeah, I think this one's is gonna come back. Not sure. We'll see. And it's a goal. Hedman never touched Bobrovsky. He was in the crease behind him. But the goal's gonna go to him. I didn't even realize that. It hit Victor Hedman behind Bobrovsky. 2-0 Tampa Bay. And it's the first 2-goal lead of the series for the Lightning. As Florida finished game 1 with a 2-goal lead. The shot stopped there, and Radish, Forsling, Ekblad, Forsling, Tkachuk, here's Reinhart. He'll shoot a save. Rebound Tkachuk, and he just whipped on it as the puck was coming to him off the pad of Vasilevsky. And Boqvist on the take. And Hagel goes through, and that's intercepted. Nate Schmidt for Hagee. And that's around the boards. Here's Beast on it. Nice move by Beast, but poke check by Cirelli. And here's a shot blocked and trying to get it out. And in front for Marchand, and intercepted by McDonough. And here's Cirelli off the outside of the cage. Getting it over, tip in front. And Hagel still has the puck. This shot, rebound, and they score! Cam Atkinson on the side of the net. Bobrovsky cannot believe he could not get across. And it's 3-0 Lightning from Cam Atkinson. And the Lightning have the first 3-goal lead of this series. And Cam Atkinson is all alone, and Verhaeghe is standing in front of it, and he just realizes at the last second that Atkinson is right behind him. Like, he reacts very late, and he's not even close to where Atkinson is. And it's a 3-0 Lightning lead. They've been on great offense here in game 2. And that's off the side, and here comes Connor Sheary. He's in, stopped by Bobrovsky. And they're trying to get it. Bobrovsky was going to handle that. What if Darkest Soul was a Florida Panther? It'll be intense, man. The team will probably feel like they are like the Panthers IRL, back-to-back champs. Like, I can believe that for sure. But it's your decision what you want to do for your own contract, dude. Mikkola, here's a shot. Kulikov deflected. And trying to get it in front, Esimo. And that puck caught now. Nick Paul is with it. Trying to get it in front and lost the puck there in a bunch of traffic. And going in front and took Kucherov. Save made by Bobrovsky. 8:20 to go in the second. Tampa Bay is up 3-0 on the Stanley Cup finalists from last season. Face-off win. Hedman. Point. Genzel. Trying to go in front to Kucherov, and AJ Greer on it. And getting it, and a shot stopped there by Bobrovsky. And Gadjevich. Aaron Ekblad will turn around. And here's a 3-on-2 coming in for Florida. Taken away by Hedman on that pickpocket. Kucherov centering it and intercepted by Jonah Gadjevich. There's Lusharainen. Greer will send it. Aaron Ekblad. What was that? As the shot was probably going toward Vasilevsky, but it snapped and went for the puck to go into the side boards. And here comes Jake Gensel. Kucherov, and here's Braden Point. Centering in front, and they score! 4-0 Tampa Bay! And it's the captain, as that is his third on the playoffs, to make it 4-0 Lightning. What is happening here? Well, the Lightning have just been having a great game for themselves. I don't know about the Panthers right now. It has not seemed to be their game for giving up a bunch of passes at center ice and forcing a couple turnovers. It has not been Florida's game in Game 2. And Paul Maurice is not happy with his team. Not sure if Florida wants to take a timeout. Maybe if one more goal happens, it could happen. Here's Reinhart, stopped by Vasilevsky. Only the 12th shot for Florida. Stopped by Vasilevsky off Reinhart. Three and a half to go in the second. And here's a shot that was tipped, stopped by Vasilevsky. Barkov around the boards. Good poke by McDonough. And that was a shot. It hit off McDonough. And Girgensson. 2-on-1 again for the Lightning. Darren Radish gets it to McDonough. Firing, blocked. Girgensson up in the air. And Tkachuk has got it. Barkov. Nate Schmid gets it deep into the Lightning zone. Kind of a bad pass there. In front of the net, and Vasilevsky able to get across without a shot. And here comes Brandon Hagel. Oh, what a move there on a 360 spin, and Bobrovsky stops that. 8.7 seconds remaining in the second period. Verhaeghe and Sorelli. And Beast wants to come in for a last chance here. Here he comes, and short side shot and trying to go between the 5-hole. But Vasilevsky gets his pad on the ice. But Braden Point sets up the goal for Victor Hedman to make it 4-0 Lightning after 40 minutes. Shots at the end of that second period. 12 Tampa Bay, 6 for the Panthers. Tampa Bay leading the total shots after that 40 minutes of play, 20-14. Hits 23-22 in favor of the Lightning. Time on attack, almost 5 minutes for the Panthers. Just past 5.5 minutes for the Lightning, as they have been doing pretty well. Passing percentages are still bad, as we are on 73.6 for the Panthers, 69.1 for the Lightning. And the face-off wins are 10-7 out of the 17 face-offs win. No penalties. Let us get to the third. Well, hopefully we can see if Paul Maurice came up with a plan for Florida to try and get on the board against this aggressive offense and defense of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Here comes Matthew Tkachuk, trying to spin. Here's Forsling, that's wide of the net. Going in front. Oh, what a save off Barkov by Vasilevsky. And Barkov can't believe it as he shakes his head, getting in position to take the next face-off. Oh, man, that is a big save there. Huge save for Andrei Vasilevskiy as he is locked in. He's locked in, he's focused, and he has keeping his team in a 4-zip lead. And here's Kucherov, and that one misses Erik Cernak as it was coming back. And Tkachuk on a race. He wins the race against Gensel. And trying to get it. Here's Aaron Ekblad, and a stop by Vasilevskiy. Point to Kucherov. And getting it. We'll send it across, and a good save by Bobrovsky. And Beast gets it in the end boards. And Ekblad to Brad Marchand. And centering that. Ekblad just holds the line. Stopped by Vasilevskiy. Collected by Forsling. Marchand in the boards with it. They'll get it to Barkov. He'll take a shot. Blocked by the stick of Cernak. McDonough to Hagel. Hagel, Cirelli, and a one-timer by Atkinson, saved by Bobrovsky. And back at center for Beast. Trying to at least get the Panthers in this. We are just past 6 minutes of this third period. Here's Hagel, and not letting a rebound loose, but Bobrovsky makes the save. Panthers lost only one game in their first round series to the Ottawa Senators, and that was in Game 3. But the Panthers have lots of time left, but time is ticking for them. And here's Sam Bennett. And take it in front of the net, and that was knocked off his stick. Shot tip on goal. That was Sam Bennett in front. And here comes Darren Radish. And dodges the hit. In front, Bobrovsky, a big save off Michael Esimon. And Darren Radish dumps it in. Bennett. Boquist, and offside as Esimon intercepted that. The Lightning still in control perfectly against the Panthers here in the third. Panthers seem to be out of gas now as they are down by 4. We now reach the 10th minute mark of the third period. And here's a pass, trying to go in front, and they lost it. And that could not get to him. AJ Greer firing, and Vasilevskiy makes an easy save with the glove. The Panthers are doing well trying to get shots on net, but just unbelievable play by the Lightning player to get a hit. And draw the play back. Oh. And trying to get it back, and here's Luke Glendening. Nick Perbix around the net. Chaffee. Glendening. Down low Chaffee. Here's Perbix, and that shot is off target. Glendening without a stick. Perbix, glove saved by Bobrovsky, trying to look for a tip in front of the net, but doesn't happen. Point and Barkov. Won by Barkov, and here come the Panthers. Reinhart, get it deep, and good pressure by the captain. And Gensel on the takeaway as he tried to pass it back to his teammate. Kucherov around the end boards. Here's Point. Going in front. Gensel stopped by Bobrovsky. Reinhart under 5 minutes to play in the third period. And Victor Hedman takes it off of Barkov. And here's Nikita Kucherov. A nice move on the 360 spin. Getting a shot. Stopped by the blocker. Mikkola. And we'll take it over. Here's Reinhardt trying to get a different angle. Ekblad will try a shot and poked by Bobrovsky to get it out. And here comes the captain. He's against 3 Panthers. But he'll go around the boards with it. Atkinson. And here's Radish. A good glove save by Bobrovsky there. Hedman trying to go behind the net for Hagel. That was broken up. Barkov at center. And he lost the puck because Beast walked in front of him. And here's Marchand trying to go in front, and that was intercepted. Here comes Brandon Hagel. And trying to get it here. Here's Atkinson. Broken up by Verhaeghe. Final minute of the third. Here comes Forsling, blocked by Darren Radish. And one-timer, and they score! They caught the shutout for Andrei Vasilevsky. Aaron Ekblad gets his first on the playoffs. With 31 seconds remaining. And there's something for the fans to celebrate finally. But probably only one horn tonight. We are headed to Tampa for 2 games afterwards. Paul and Verhaeghe. And the Panthers win it. And takeaway here. Here comes Esimo. Getting it. Intercepted there by Forsling. In the boards is Esimo. We'll get it. Here's a shot. Tip wide. Bobrovsky still got a piece of it. 10 seconds left. We'll get it. Here's Lundell. We'll get it. Across. Bennett scores. The fans will hear 2 horns before the end of the game. And that is Sam Bennett with his second on the playoffs. McDonough, as you see, try to block that pass attempt there from Anton Lundell, but he dodges the hit perfectly. And this one goes over the pad of Vasilevsky. 7 seconds now on the clock. Panthers get 2, but it's pretty much over. And Darren Radish will take it back into the Lightning zone. And the Lightning have evened this series with the Florida Panthers as we are headed to Tampa Bay for Game 3. That was a really big win for the Tampa Bay Lightning. At least they wanted to win the game. It does not matter if you get a shutout or not. You want to make sure you get the victory out of the way and just move on for the next game. And that's exactly what the Lightning did. But Game 3 in Tampa Bay is coming up next. Well, not really next. All right. Second star. Panthers get 2, which is all right. And, oh, Hedman got 2 that game? Really? Huh. All right. Oh, man. All right. Oh, dude. got pretty much a bunch of games done. Got game 1 done for the Capitals. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got four games done. So I'll leave more games for next time. Not sure when I'll be streaming this again, but hopefully sometime of this week. Going back to YouTube tomorrow to finish up with some stuff. Alright. See you guys see you guys in a bit. Well, probably tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Probably just another day. I don't know how to say it, honestly. Alright. Good games, and I'll see you guys soon.